Right, and welcome back to our fourth episode on transformation. And today we are going to look at enlargements. Okay, so when we're given a shape and then we're asked to enlarge it. Now, we'll always be asked to enlarge it by a scale factor. And that simply means by how much do we have to times each length by. So, for example, if we get our grid back and we put our shape here at the origin, we may be asked to enlarge this shape by a scale factor of 2. At the moment, we can see it has a length of 1 and 1, which means then, if we enlarge by a scale factor of 2, it'd become a 2 by 2 shape, okay, because we've times each length by 2 because the scale factor was 2. However, they never tend to be that easy because usually we are given a center of enlargement, which means we have to enlarge it from a given point on our graph. So if we've got our shape here at the, with one corner in the origin, and then we are asked to enlarge it by a scale factor of 2 still, but from the point -1, -1. So that point there. What does it mean if we have to enlarge it from a given point? Well, it doesn't mean, and this is the most common mistake, it doesn't mean we draw our new shape here. That's not what it means. What it means is the journey from here to our shape also has to be enlarged by 2. So if we look at how I get from here to here, I go 1 across and 1 up, and I'm at my shape. Well, that journey has to be enlarged by 2 as well. So I originally had to go 1 across, so in my new journey, in my enlarged journey, I have to go 2 across, because it was originally 1, so I've times it by 2, and then 2 up. And this is now where I join that point, where I start drawing, that point. This is now the corner of my new shape. I then draw my enlarged shape from here. My 1 by 1 square becomes a 2 by 2 square here. And look, we've enlarged our journey first. We went 1 across, 1 up. Our new journey was 2 across, 2 up. And then our new shape, because it was originally a 1 by 1 and we used that scale factor of 2, became a 2 by 2 shape. This though, imagine this time, I'm starting with this triangle here. It's got a 4 centimeter base and a 2 centimeter height. And I want to enlarge this by a scale factor of a half. Okay, so I have my triangle, and this time I'm going to enlarge it by a scale factor of a half from the origin. So from point 0, 0, which is that point there. Let's mark it there, 0. So we have our shape, and I'm going to mark this corner off. And I'm going to see what's my journey to this corner from my current point. I have to go up 2, don't I? I don't have to go across it all, I just have to go up 2. So my scale factor, though, is a half. And we still do exactly the same as what I said before. We times our lengths and our distance by that amount. So we times it by a half. Our current route is 2 to get to this corner. So we times that distance by a half. Well, 2 times a half is 1. So our new shape is going to be drawn from here. Now, when we work with diagonals, it's best to draw those last. Let's draw these straight bits first, and then the diagonal should fit on nicely. So then let's start off with this length. This length is currently 2 and being drawn from here, but we know we need to draw it from here, our new point. If this length was 2, if we times it by a half, it's now just 1, isn't it? It was 2, it's now 1. And if we look at this length here, which is currently 4, times that by a half, well, 4 times a half is 2. So our new base of our triangle will be 2. We then fill in our diagonal and we have our shape. We have enlarged that shape by a scale factor of a half from the point 0. And then that's it, ladies and gents. That's how we enlarge from a given center of enlargement. We work out our route to one of the corners. We enlarge that journey by the same scale factor that we're going to enlarge the shape. And to enlarge by a scale factor, all we simply have to do is times it by that number. So if our length is 10 centimeters, if it's enlarged by a scale factor of 3, we times it by 3. If it's enlarged by a scale factor of a half, we times it by a half. It's very, very important though to remember if we're doing it from a center of enlargement, we also enlarge the journey. So that's it for transformations. We've learned how to reflect, rotate, translate, and now enlarge. That is all 4 videos on translation. However, I am still going to do a 5th video, but it's not how to do a translation, but it's how to find what translation has happened. So if you want to watch that, it's still in the playlist and it's also attached below. However, that is it for actually completing the transformation. I do hope you found these videos useful. And if you haven't watched all 4 yet, please do go back and look at them. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until the next video, stay safe and enjoy.